Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Humna and I've been a practicing artist for many years now. I believe art is a way to express our innermost emotions where sometimes words don't really come out easily, and we can bring out our emotions, our feelings, the way we think and everything out onto the sheet of paper, into the physical realm, to see more clearly what is going on within us. And so for today, I will be using my little book of happiness. I'm a lover of quotes. I believe that they are something that come to me. I'm always guided to a book to read and open a page, and there's always a message in there for me. It really helps to tune in into my intuition and keep practicing it every single time, and I have honestly never been disappointed. So this is something that I do very passionately and believe in. So I was guided to this book, the Little Book of Happiness, today. It says live, laugh and love. That is something I truly wanted to be in my life, and through art I have finally managed to, I wouldn't say I'm there, but it is something that gives me peace. Art gives me a reason to live, and I always laugh and smile when I'm painting, and I love what I do. So that's kind of works really well with the inspiration that I'm being guided to. Now I'll pick a quote from this book wherever it will take me. I always believe that what is meant to be will come my way just in the time that it's meant to. So let's see what we are being guided to for our session today. My heart went to this one, but I think we're meant to read both of them, so we'll start with this one. There are two means of refuge from the miseries of life: music and cats. Albert Schweitzer. There are two means of refuge from the miseries of life: music and cats. I think when we look deeper into the quote, it actually means music. Music is something that allows you to be in the flow, to come into the present and become very aware of your surrounding. And it really brings you back into the present and grounds you. So music has a way of taking you back into memories and allowing yourself to be present at the same time. So it's a really nice way of connecting to your inner soul. So music is very important. And cats, when we think about cats, cats is a creation of the Lord, right? So cats is something that is coming from the animal world. Cats is also could be bringing in your cat spirit animal, and that is something that can drive us for the session also. So let's see where that takes us. And the other quote here is, until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened. Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened. Anatole France. You know, I could not agree more to this, because I had a beautiful cat called Angus, and I used to say to myself as a young person that if Angus was a boy, I would marry him. That is how much I loved his energy, his presence. He would just sit with me. I remember I was having my 12th grade exams and I was very stressed, and he would just sit on the sofa with me all through the night when I was studying. And so yeah, he was just beautiful. So I think that's amazing, because suddenly I feel like he was the love of my life, and I'm being guided to cats. And so the words that are coming through these two quotes and the feeling that's coming is all about love from the unseen world. We sometimes see and imagine that we're going to love a certain particular kind of person, or a certain situation makes us fall in love. But the truth is, love is a feeling that is all around us in many forms. Could be cats, could be art, could be painting, could be a person, could be food at times, or music. So music, cats, spirit animal is what I am getting from this to inspire this piece today that I will be creating. Now, I always say this: intention really matters. So always have a clean canvas and start with the intention that this is something that's going to help you come into the present. So I'm going to be working on A5 size, just to kind of keep the sessions a little smaller. And as I take the sheet of paper, I'm going to fold it in the middle to get that. So A4 when turned into half is actually A5. This is just a normal watercolor paper. There's this thing that people think, what do I buy, where do I start from, and things like that. Always start from where you are with what you have. Don't go looking for things. If you don't have something that you see in a tutorial or the artist working through, don't stress about it. Just allow yourself to be okay with starting what you have. So I'm going to use this one for today. And these are sessions where I'll share different techniques and just show you how emotions can guide us to create artworks. Now, when we thought about the cat, okay, I do have to say, I have to make a confession here. I love working in circles. So I'm going to do a circle here, which is, I don't know why, what circle kind of symbolizes for me that I'm being held. Like my vision, my presence, everything is being held inside this, that who I am. And I love the center bit. This always reminds me of the creator and this of myself. So the journey that I create here is going to be the journey that I am being either led to or led from, to become this vision that I will be creating right now. Now in my head, what I'm thinking is love. Love to me is eternal. It's something that has a long life, forever kind of feeling. And so what I'm getting is I'm seeing a tree that has like a big you know, kind of like a big branch. No, not branch. What is this? Trunk. And seriously, lovely roots here. This is what, oops, sorry. This is how I'm seeing the tree come to life. So the tree is a symbol of something that remains over time, you know, it keeps growing. No matter what happens, it keeps growing. Now when I think of the cat, I'm thinking of a nice branch here. What a little leaf down here. Looks like a little ouch. So when you're telling a story or an emotion or capturing something, always try to keep connection with what you're creating. Now I feel like the cat is like sitting here. This is my Angus. He was lovely. He had a very calming personality and very looks like an owl right now. You know, that's the whole thing. Sometimes we try to do something and it looks like something else and we're like, oh my god, that's not what I wanted. But then we have to allow ourselves to flow with the moment. And so the cat usually has a tail. How about the tail goes upwards or down? That's the whole thing. You know what, I wanted to go upwards because he's right now in the, I buried him. We went away for holidays and came back and his body was in the, you know, it was in our porch kind of place. So I want him to have a tail that is upwards, because to me upwards is where he is. He's up and he's happy and he's not like down and gloomy and that sort of stuff. I want a little leaf here and there. And you know what, I kind of want to give him a companion. And so somebody who he sits with, I'm getting called by a crow, a little crow that sort of sits next to his friend. And so they together have a very beautiful conversation of some kind, right? So that's the gist of what I'm feeling. And then there's music. How do I show music? Music is something we hear, something that our ears can feel it. So what if the tree, the sound of the moving leaves was the music that surrounds them? So what if that they are surrounded by this beautiful presence that takes over their being. And it's also because it's connected to the roots. Oh, how beautiful is this? So the music that they hear from the tree on the top is actually connected to the roots down below. So as above, as below. So when you allow yourself to tune into that, what is around us, which means that when you become extremely present, then you are actually in tune with the universe. So that's what's coming through. There is so much that the act of creating these dots teach you. It's like persistence, it's like not giving up, it's focus on getting the dots the right size, the exact size. It's like, it's not about being perfect, but what it is about the desire to do the best that you can, to create one dot after the other and make it so beautiful, so aligned. And they speak to you, I want to go fast, I want to go slow. Whatever it is that you are feeling in yourself, the dots are actually creating that rhythm within you. Oh, look at that. It's making my heart sing right now. That's the other thing. The more you fall in love with the way you create, the more you fall in love with the being that you are. Because that what you are creating is not something outside of you, that is within you. And so when you love what you create, you love the being that you are. And so embrace this journey. Allow yourself to be so in love with yourself and that what you're creating. Don't need to be critical about it. Even if it comes out not so great in that moment and that's how you're feeling, that's okay too. Can't always be in love with ourselves. I'm sure I'll be creating a video soon about how when you're not in love with yourself, what it is that you can do to come back into alignment. I love creating dots. I can spend hours and hours just sitting and letting myself lose in these dots and let the time fade away. For time truly doesn't even exist in my head. What does exist are these dots. How they help me become so present. How they help me understand creation. How they help me understand my creator. The effort that would have gone into creating each one of us is the effort that's going into creating every single dot. It's that not giving up. It's that passion, it's that love, it's that unconditional love for just creating. Just allowing yourself this time to just be. No judgment, nothing to worry about. Everything will sort itself out because there is somebody taking care of it. When you become really present, you allow the divine to come through you. You have conversations with your heart. Your heart chakra opens up. You release all the negativity, everything that people have told you, taught you, or you have experienced. An experience is just an occurring that happens. It's not something that defines you. A lot of people get too scared of what they will be doing. But why scared of yourself? Why be scared of that who you are? If we don't follow the path of the light, it's a choice, it's a free will. But then if we do follow the path of the light, it guides us to a place that was never ever something that you've ever been to. It's complete freedom. It's complete surrendering. It's completely opening up to magic. It's completely opening up to the unknown. And breaking away all the walls of your ego, your understanding. For what are they? They are just what people have placed in your hearts and heads. Is it really your truth? Or is it the truth of your ancestors that you're carrying? What is your truth? Your truth is the love you have within you, the love that you have for yourself. Nothing and no one can match that love. Do you hear that? Do you hear the... That's the knocking of your soul to wake up. To wake up to your true self, to wake up to your reality of who you are and what you're capable of doing. Wake up to the magic that you are. Something so magical just happened as I was drawing these dots. I'll just share it with you all. It just made me smile and know that I am on my right path. if you are watching this and you've ever wanted to draw or learn how to paint or be able to express those hidden emotions that you have within yourself, do join me for my upcoming sessions. I do share them on my Instagram. You can have a look at that. Sometimes our words don't come out very easily. Sometimes we don't know what to say and how we are feeling. Sometimes the loneliness is overwhelming. Sometimes the crowds are overwhelming. And if you feel like you're being guided and you want to join me, either for a group session or one-to-one art session, you're most welcome to connect through Instagram or here. Leave a comment and I'll get back to you. So the thing that I really got totally carried away was when you see the music. So I said in the beginning, the music actually comes from the roots, but we have to leave the roots behind, change completely our reality, turn into the tree, the leaves, the flower, the blossoming, the rising upwards. And when we go on there, we start creating music, and as we create music, that becomes the healing of our other creations in the world. And as that happened, I went backwards into the branch. So we think that we're going to go too far away from our roots, but actually the roots are so much a part of us. We will go everywhere and anywhere and fly wherever that our soul is meant to, but we will return home within ourselves, because that is where we started. That is what the foundation is. So leaving behind family to find your true selves is the path to move forward. I hope this session brings you lots of insights, allows you to meditate as you create and enjoy the journey. So if you liked what you saw, please share, like, and subscribe for more content and uplifting materials, and connect to me through Instagram. Lots of love, light, and peace to all of you.